Hi everyone, welcome back to YouTube classes. It's Divya here with class 10 physics. In our classes, we are discussing about your 8th chapter, current electricity. In the last video, we have discussed about resistance, isn't it? Till resistance we have discussed. Today in our class, we are going to discuss the topic resistivity, conductance and conductivity. And last topic will be a small definition for superconductors also. So let us come to the topic. In our last class, we have seen about resistance and the factors affecting resistance, that is, R is directly proportional to length and R is inversely proportional to area of cross section. Now, combining these two conditions, you are having the equation for resistance as R proportional to L by A. Now, to change this proportionality constant, you are going to multiply it with a constant rho L by A, and this rho is what you call it as the specific resistance. Okay, now let us see what is this specific resistance. It is actually the inherent property of a material. It is the measure of how strongly a material opposes the flow of current. Or we told you from this equation, we already know that it is rho times the length per unit area of a resistance, or it can be defined as the resistance offered per unit length and unit cross-sectional area of a material. Okay, whenever a particular amount of voltage is applied. So that you call it as the specific resistance. So whatever is the per unit for each unit length and per unit area of cross section, whatever how much resistance is offered whenever you apply a amount of voltage, that you call it as the specific resistance. And here you have the equation for specific resistance. That is very important for doing numericals also. Now when you come to the factors affecting specific resistance, from this equation you can write it as a specific resistance rho is directly proportional to area of cross section and inversely proportional to the length of the wire. Okay, so there this proportionality constant, to change it you're using R to represent it. So factors affecting will be directly proportional to area of cross section, that is, higher the area of cross section, higher will be the specific resistance, and inversely proportional to the length, which means that one which is having less length will have higher specific resistance. So that is all about resistivity of a material. Now we are coming to conductance. So you have already learned what is resistance, isn't it? Conductance is nothing, it is the reciprocal of resistance. What is resistance? It is the force which, or one which opposes the flow of electric current, isn't it? Its opposite means conductance is the ability to allow the passage of current or fluid or whatever it is, you call it as conductance. So in symbol you can say that conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, and it is a property which allows you to analyze the property of a particular material. To find the particular property of a material, one factor will be finding the conductance of that particular material. Got it? Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Now conductance, you are going to represent it with the letter, small letter G, and when you come to the unit, it is measured in ohm inverse, and this ohm inverse is also known as Siemen, Siemen. It is also named after the scientist Siemen. Okay, in that conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Now you are having one more term, conductivity. Conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity. Okay, conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, and conductivity is the reciprocal of specific resistance or resistivity. Now conductivity, you are going to denote it with the letter sigma, and here the unit is going to be ohm inverse, meter inverse, also you can call it as Siemen meter inverse. Okay, ohm inverse you call it as Siemen, isn't it? So ohm inverse, meter inverse, you can call it as Siemen meter also. Now coming to the last topic in your section A, that is superconductors. Just you have to learn about only the definition for superconductors. Superconductors are nothing that are having almost zero resistivity you call it as superconductors. Okay, superconductors, in short, you can call it as a substance having zero resistance or infinite conductance at a very low temperature. What are superconductors? Substances having negligibly zero resistance or infinite conductance at a very low temperature. You call it as superconductors. Now these superconductors, they are not in common use that much because it is very difficult to achieve at such a very low temperature. Now it is very actually useful in some cases, like the size of the computers can be reduced to a few centimeters, or your power lines then can be used as a very thin single wire. It is not of much in use due to its difficulty in bringing down to prepare it in such a very low temperature. This is all about your section A of your 8th chapter. You can go through the chapter, and if you have any doubt with regard to this section A, you can put it in the comment box. Okay, so till then, let us see with another section B in your next class. Take care. Bye bye.